What's up, guys? Look what just showed up. It is Tim's Gen 2 R1S dual motor max pack. Now, the only way that we can tell it's his and not mine is, well, it's a dual motor, so he's got silver calipers. He did opt for the blacked out trim, so you can see that. I actually like my original trim. Oh, he's got this little thing here. I don't know what that is. I'll figure it out. He literally just picked it up, I think, yesterday. Black interior. He did get the wood dash. So those are some of the basic differences. He will show me more about his Gen 2 pretty soon. But let's show you guys the wheels he got. So he opted for the efficient 22-inch range wheels that come with this aero disc. So I'll go ahead and weigh these for you, and I'll show you guys exactly what the design looks like underneath. So let's get this baby on here. This tire will not stay steady, but it's 77.6 pounds. All right. And then let's see what this baby looks like. So let's go into here. That's what it looks like. Bit retro. And you know, in typical OMG Rivian fashion, Tim literally picked up the truck, took it home, and put his EV Sportline wheels on it. So he got his bead locks on it that were on the R1T, which we no longer have, but we got these babies on here. He went from doing about 2.2 miles per kilowatt hour to 1.94 or something like that. So, you know, it's all worth it to have some knobbies, some all-terrains. It's got his bead locks. Next thing in line are some rock sliders. We're going to check and see if we can get a horn on this thing. And also the MPP triple Ls. So I did measure this thing out. It's actually not that far off level compared to mine. So maybe they did some software updates and kind of leveled it out in software. I'm not sure, but we'll go through all the motions and stuff, and we'll chart everything like we did on mine, and we'll get those things on here. But the first thing we're going to do today, aside from getting the wheels on it, is we're going to check the alignment like we always do. We pick it up at the service center, we bring it to the shop, and we throw it up on the hunter rack, and we see what the numbers are like. Now, Tim's already told me it needs an alignment, so apparently those standards haven't changed much. Rivian, you know, get better. Tesla too. So yeah, let's see what the numbers look like. Let's get the targets on the truck. Let's go. All right, well, these are his preliminary numbers. I will say that this is if memory serves, better than what my R1S was when it was brand new. You can see here, though, that he does have a thrust angle, so he's got some toe out on this passenger rear wheel. His camber's actually not too bad, and it's symmetrical, so that's pretty freaking amazing. His caster's actually pretty darn symmetrical, too. It's below spec, but whatever, you know, it's symmetrical. Front camber, symmetrical. Again, pretty impressive. It's just the toe. So this is definitely better than my R1S was, and the other Rivians that we had coming, the other R1s, Ts or Ss. So they've made some improvements. I mean, this is easy to button up. We can just fix his toe real quick, and steering wheel is to the left right now, as you could see here. In order to drive straight, he's got to hold the steering wheel to the left. So we're going to fix his thrust angle, we're going to fix his steer ahead, and get this thing driving straight. Let's go. All right, we quickly tidied up the toe real quick. Tim went ahead and took care of his own car or truck. But yeah, so this thing's teetering for some reason, whatever, doesn't matter. It's like 200ths of a degree of thrust angle, and it's his own vehicle. And then he buttoned up his front toe for his steer ahead. So we can go here, we can go here, and yep, zero steer ahead, teetering because of that rear toe. But yeah, so now what we're gonna do is, and we didn't mess with camber or caster because they're symmetrical and it's a little bit cumbersome in the front. We did notice, because of the new rear suspension on this, that they did change the rear subframe. So camber is actually not too bad to get to now in the back of the Gen 2. So Tim did mention that to me. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing in low and see what the values look like after that. So let's get it low. All right, guys, the Gen 2 is in low, and check this out. Man, these values didn't change too much. I mean, we gained maybe 0.6 of a degree of negative camber. Caster got into the green. Front toe hardly changed at all, like a couple hundredths of a degree. The rear gained a half a degree of camber, and the toe changed maybe 0.05 of a degree or something like that. So again, really, really impressive. I don't see anything that would be alarming other than potential camber wear. But from what I understand, on the Gen 2, they have this thing default to low and, you know, get you better economy so they can meet the EPA range. So, you know, they want to make it more efficient and they keep setting this thing to low. So if you were to go to standard height, if you turn off auto lowering, it'll just keep resetting back to low every 4 hours anyways. But one more thing, check it out, in low, 2 fingers, all right? And check out the back, 2 fingers. This thing is it's maybe like 1/8 of an inch higher in the back, but definitely much different than my quad, Gen 1. So they've already programmed this thing really, really level, but Tim still wants to lift this baby. So if the MPP triple Ls are compatible, that stuff going on this thing, and he's gonna raise this sucker up, we think. There you go, man. So let's get some more parts on this car. Stay tuned for our future episodes. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And check out our Patreon account at patreon.com/ZevCentric. We appreciate you guys. Thank you.